What's up, guys? If you want to hop on, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. Let me put the link in. Yeah. Fuck. All right. If you anyone want to come on and talk. What's up, Kyle Steaks? Man, maybe this wasn't a great idea. Nobody getting on. They all dipped out. They all dipped out. I know you're Kyle Dominic. You. Who wants to join the live? What are the odds for both series? I don't know. I don't have the betting odds in front of me. Hold on. I love Dime. No tweet for this one? What do you mean no tweet? Oh, you want some? All right, fine, Soxinho. You can get a tweet if you want. Let's see. All right. I invited some people. 13. Let's see. Ooh, got people in here, huh? Heat and 5? Maybe. We know damn well me on the screen would be a disaster. Why is that? Lakers ain't favored in shit. They wasn't even supposed to be in the Western Conference if we're being real. Yeah, you may be right about that. Denver and 5, minus 230, says Big Boss. What have you called on your cousin, Oh the Great, for thoughts from both sides? Oh the Great? Let's see if we can get Oh the Great in here. We can try that. The fact that the Lakers are even in the Western Conference Finals is crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm sending the link out. Oh, the Great was a staple from last year's lives. I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell him you said that. He's gonna love it. Can we have the conversation about 13 on Miami? What about him? I did. He's great. He's playing really great right now. I do have the Nuggets beating my Lakers, unfortunately. Lost it in 7, shocked the world. Braun, AD, Rui, Vando, Reeves. Sorry, not sorry. Adebayo has been the most important player this series. They get smashed in the non-ban minutes. You're probably right about that. You're probably right about that. Now, let me get to Instagram, and then maybe we'll get Oh the Great on here if you want. It's him or AD was the best in the world defensively title. I'd take AD, but he's definitely probably second. Let's see. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
Malika, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to come by and say what's up.
How you feeling about these games?
Heat culture. I
Yeah,
mean,
real.
heat culture is playoff Jimmy. But tonight, Caleb Martin really showed up, and what I love what you're seeing. The Heat are clicking at the perfect time. Like their season was nuts, and when we saw them in the play-in, we are like, well, we didn't really think the Heat was going to, like do this, like
Yeah,
beat the
it's
number one
incredible.
seed. Of course, Giannis was injured, Giannis, but still, they beat the number one seed as an AFC playing team. They they're just going through these playoffs. Like it's amazing to see what they're doing. Because say they do beat the Celtics, which people think they will, but let's see them what happens in the next few games because we know a series can change at any time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just amazed at what I'm seeing. It's possible we're going to have the eighth seed representing the East in the finals. That's crazy to me.
That is insane. First time since only time besides '99. But everything you're saying is facts. It's an unbelievable what they're doing. Caleb Martin has been. It feels like every game this guy's playing great, like every single game,
Yeah,
and
he's been,
everyone steps
and
up.
yeah, I'm really impressed with what Caleb, really the team is doing. Like with Miami, it's like yes, you have Timothy, you have Henry Butler, right?
Yep.
But like that's a solid squad, and Bam. I'm sorry. He's playing better. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's playing better in the playoffs than the regular season. That's what you're supposed to do. But he does not look like the Gobert of the East.
That's disrespectful. Who said that? Hawks fan TV.
I heard that in the chat. Somebody said that. It might have been Hawks fan TV.
I think it was, but
But he does not look like that. Like Rudy Gobert sometimes does look formidable and good, I guess. But um Bam has been a really good number two.
yeah, and that's the key. I think to me, I think Jimmy last year was a great number one, but Bam, he didn't play as well offensively that a number two needs to win a championship. And I think
Right. He is now
right
though.
now he's outplaying the number two on Boston, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's both games he has. That's part of why they're up 2-0. CD's asking, do you have any thoughts on the officiating in the playoffs? Look, it hasn't been great. Maybe a little bit worse than last year or something, but officiating is always controversial in the playoffs. It's just that after the year's over, everybody forgets. But
Yep.
seems like it, unless the team got like, unless it's your team that got screwed or whatever. But very rarely in a 7-game series do I think officiating is the only reason someone loses or the main reason a team loses. Unless it's like there's a couple of finals in history and a little bit of question there. 2006 finals for one, and then the controversial 2002 Western Conference finals. But Danny from LA says Diamond's going to make me a mod. I don't know about that, Danny. You're a little too reckless.
Well, you
Kyle
know what I
sticks.
compare refs to? You know
Russ.
when you're delayed with your flight and you're circling in the air. Like I normally fly out of Newark Airport,
Mhm.
so and we fly back into Newark Airport in Newark, New Jersey. We're always backed up and we're always circling. It feels like forever to be able to land, and we're pissed. And we have people that are pissed off because they want to go home. They're angry. There's nobody they could take it out on, but the people that are waiting at the gate when you get off. It's not their fault. It's air traffic control. They're not there to answer questions. They're not there to deal with the fury of passengers. The same thing with these damn refs. Like they after the game, they're not having to answer questions. They can release a statement. And if they feel like it, they'll release a statement if there's a lot of controversy and keep it moving. They're not accountable to the fans. Like we can bitch and moan. Oh, I'm sorry I cursed. But
No, no,
we
it's Dime
can
Drop. Dime Drop is uncensored. You know that.
okay, yeah, bitch we can bench and moan, but they don't have to listen to they don't have to they'll put out some stupid report the next day that you know but that's it. That's how I compare refs. I compare them to air traffic control because it's like they have no accountability. Maybe at the playoffs they don't get to officiate during the playoffs, like during the regular season, like they look at how they did. So I guess there is some accountability. They don't get the big games, but whatever. I compare them to air traffic control all the time.
Kyle's takes us. What are the fundamentals you stand by when you're coaching? Ball movement. If my players hold on the ball too long, I give them an earful. Um, Defense first, always defense first. And rebounding. Defense and rebounding are the staples of championship basketball. I'll always take that over offense. I think a team that's a great defensive team and rebounding could go a little farther than a team that's just
Like
offense,
Joker did in game 1.
defense and rebounding.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Jokic offensively he's a wizard as well. But that's my philosophy. If you don't guard, you won't play as much. So that's my big thing with coaching. So basically, ball movement, rebounding, defense, and then chemistry. Like you gotta communicate with your teammate. Quiet teams don't win, especially at the youth level. You have a lot of kids that are more shy. They don't get that you got to talk in basketball. You can't be shy. You got to talk. Even if you're an introvert, you have to talk on defense, or else, it's not gonna happen. Danny from LA asks, Dime, is that your girlfriend? Malika and I actually haven't even met each other, and she's much older than I am. But that's a funny
That's not
question.
a serious question.
It's Danny. It's Danny though. You can't really take anything Danny says seriously.
That's not a serious question.
Stocks Enio says Danny out weirdoed me. That's crazy. Kyle's take says young mustard called Bam the Nigerian Gobert. Man, Ashley Collins. Never seen this name before, but it's a girl. It sounds like so. That's great. Welcome to the live. Says hi, Dime Dropper, Clipper fan here. Watching Jimmy is awesome and depressing at the same time. Knowing Kawhi is the upgraded version of him. We just need to see him healthy. Yeah, I mean, a man can dream, right? Tony PR says LMAO, and Stockton says, imagine if Kawhi was successful at recruiting Butler. Imagine if Kawhi was successful at recruiting Butler instead of PG. Oh my God. Yeah, well, man can dream. Anyway, my bad, Malika. Go ahead if you had anything else, more stuff.
No, I just wanted to stop in and check in, and I never dropped in on these, and I'm awake, about to listen to some Springsteen of all people, and so I wanted to stop by and say what's up while you're live.
Oh, thank you. No rush. I mean, until one of my friends texts me to go over to his house, I'm not tripping, leaving. But Big
Yeah, it
Boss
is
says,
3 hours earlier there. Well, I'm a dip out
oh,
and
okay,
go on my zone. I just want to stop by and say what's up.
no problem. Thanks, Malika.
See ya.
Let's see. Big Boss says, I bet you miss SGA. Oh, definitely miss SGA. Mr. E says, Gabe Vincent legacy game was awesome. Kyle's take says, you're going live tomorrow night, right? I think so. Jimmy has more dog than Kawhi. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. No, he don't miss that much from what I heard / read from Dime. Excuse me? Oh, SGA. Tony PR says, okay, honest conversation. Even with coaching deficiency. Boston has Tatum's shot selection is not ideal. I agree. Kyle Stick says, Gabe Vincent saw the court, saw Jimmy, and thought I'm that guy too. That's right. Big Boss says, see with the reunion next year? I mean, honestly, I'd be down because I already don't believe in this vision, so might as well go all in on the old injury-prone fools. And I like Chris Paul because he's one of us. Let's see. NV says, dime fucks. You're funny. Danny from LA says, I think LeBron needs to limit himself to three attempted three-pointers the next game. Thank you. Well, I may have to agree. Fundamentals on drawing plays as a coach, stuff like out of timeout plays or down one, you need a shot. Well, I coach such a young level, basically. So, like, it depends what kind of defense they're in. If it's against the zone, I always say just move the ball and be spontaneous. But against the man, pick and roll, maybe a couple double screens, stagger screens, simple stuff. Because it's kids, you know? Don't have to expand the playbook that much. I give my players a lot of freedom offensively. I don't overcoach when it comes to offense. I'll coach them like crazy on defense, but offense, I believe in players having freedom. Stocks Eno says, oh, it was more of a being disappointed at trade than sorry. Tony PR says LeBron needs another German doctor. Joshua Grenier says, what's up with role players poking bears? Just dumb. Right? He says we need Bron to hit that 3-ball, though. Do you? Yeah. Do you need to shoot so many, though? Dame to Golden State? Doubt it. Darian, do you see yourself coaching at the high school, college level one day, maybe even the NBA? Maybe middle and high school? College, I doubt it. I don't think I'm that good of a coach, X's and O's wise. Dime, ideal Clipper offseason to be a contender next season. Ugh. Upgrade the 4 spot. Get a stretch big and play Terrence Mann. KP, you can jump on if you want. He says the thing about Miami is they always have an offensive threat on the court. It's always 5v5. That is a good point. Definitely is a good point. Cal's Take says, but I really love that moment when you mentioned about your coach giving you an earful about letting your teammates run down the floor to watch you brick a 3. Oh, yeah, thanks. Shout out to the great Adam Key for that. Right. So do you watch Podcast P? I've seen the first 3 or 4 episodes and I'm behind. I've been meaning to watch. Big Boss 5150 says, if AD can't lead, we won't win. KP says, LeBron only hits 3s against Golden State. Get the fuck out of here. Black Jaguar says, can you hear that computer cooking? Yeah, literally, bro. It's so annoying. Refurbished, clean fans. I got to do whatever I can, huh? Are you excited about expansion teams? I'm just excited about the Sonics. Basically it. But he also, Missoula and his timeouts and lack of using it is bad. We get the Amazing Race shirt. It's from an event that we did in UMass sophomore year. It was a community service event. Look. I have a hot pink one. It's nicer. Not Vegas. I don't give a fuck about Vegas, bro. They don't have enough entertainment as is. Nobody wants to come in here. That's disappointing. My boy hasn't hit me up, though. So I guess I can just stay on. See how many Locked On episodes I've done so far this month. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I just got to do 6 more episodes in the next 11 days. Oh, we're so straight. Let's go. Your boy's been cooking. I'm cooking in the kitchen like I'm Steph, as my friend Ocean's Wave says in one of his songs. Hold up. Share us some Clipper fan moments that weren't caught on camera. Okay. I mean, my first game I went to, my first playoff game I went to was 06, game 1 against the Nuggets in the playoffs. And Melo missed a corner 3 to win the game. I saw Dirk Nowitzki hit a game winner. My first. Oh, like how was your reaction? Oh, okay, great question on this one. So I was in my junior year of college for that game, and I still would watch every single game on League Pass. I used to watch religiously in college, honestly, because I used to have a room where everybody used to come hang out. So I just have basketball running on in the back all the day long. And obviously, when basketball's on, you don't got to shut up and listen like a movie. You get to just talk. And I was watching that game, man. And that whole second half of the season, we were the comeback kings. Like, we really came back from so many deficits, and it was all Lou Williams, like, carrying us in the fourth. And then we had I'm thinking we're done. We're down 2. We're about to go down 2-0. And then we started slowly chip away. And I'm like, yo, Warriors better be careful. Like, we got to come back. But the thing is, I thought we were going to come back but not win, because I thought the second they would just put their foot back on the gas, they would smoke us. And they gave us too much momentum, bro. I mean, I was trying so hard not to scream in the house, because mind you, like, these games are on at 1 a.m. over there in the East Coast. But man, when Shamet hit that 3, or should I say this 3?
Gilgeous Alexander, Shamet for 3, bingo!
That was, I was jumping up and down, like I couldn't believe it. My friend Dean and my friend Amon were watching together. So I remember walking on campus the next day, like I would have like gotten on my knees and bowed down to Lou Williams at that point. Like, it was, I loved Lou Williams so much. I kept listening to 6 Man by Drake on all day. Like, oh my God, that was a feeling like no other. Like, I was walking around town or walking around campus like I was the shit. Like, oh man, I was wearing my Elton Brand jersey. Fuck, dude. That was such a fun team. Such a great season. Way better than this garbage. Do you still see Clipper Daryl? Bro, I said, okay, do you still see Clipper Daryl at Clipper games? Clipper Daryl's a fraud. He cares more about the Daryl than the Clipper. He got punched by a security guard. He's a total sellout. He doesn't dance anymore for a reason, and I've heard suspect things about the way he treats women. So he's a sleaze bag. He's all for show. He fucks with Donald Sterling. Baron Davis called him a coon. He's whack as fuck. He's way more about. There's way bigger fans than Clipper Daryl. You're looking at one. It was my old intro, Big Boss. You guys want to see some shit? Let's look at my timeline and see what it's looking like right now. Let's see if unless my computer. Chopped cheese or Philly cheesesteak? What? Definitely Philly cheesesteak, bro. Let's see. You said you were. Oh man. Okay, I'll give you some stories then. These are good questions. So you said you were at the game where Ron Artest elbowed Harden. That was the best regular season game I've ever been to in my life. Second was the game this year. By the way, if you haven't checked out that vlog, you better go watch it. It was the one against the second highest scoring game ever. It has over 1,000 views, but you guys got to go watch that video. It was dope. That's the best regular season game I've been to in the dime dropper era. But that Harden game was crazy because I was sitting with my dad. It was a Sunday, and we went to the game. We're just like, fuck it, let's go to the game. Thunder Lakers, that's a good game. This was the lockout season. And we sat back to the wall. Like, we were at 318, back to the wall. Let me see if I still have my ticket. Hold on one second. Let's see. My ticket stack. Ooh. Look at this ticket right here, guys. Let's start showing you. Let's do story time. Story time. All right. Well, hold on. Let me see one thing real quick, though. Let me see what my share screen looks like.
Did Grant Williams make a mistake poking the bear with Jimmy Butler?
Next question.
Oh, God. Can you guys see that, by the way? All right. Fuck this, bro. I can't screen share, bro. I can't. When my computer's too hot. I can't fucking screen share. Might as well just stay on this. First ticket. Take a look at that vintage. Let's get it focused. Look how vintage this is. Clippers, Cavs, young LeBron, Coutinho Mobley on the ticket. Dude, come on. That was a game where I'm pretty sure they beat us pretty handedly. LeBron had a windmill on the fast break. Everybody got hyped for it. That was pretty dope. So, you know what I find interesting? I've never shown this to anybody. But that was Envy. That was Jaylen Brown. They asked that question. But take a look at this. My dad doesn't even remember going to this game, but we have this ticket. 2002 Western Conference Finals. Take a look. 2002 Western Conference Finals, home game C3. Do you know what game that is? Could it be that my dad was at the rigged game? He doesn't even remember. Can you believe that? I found this ticket in my house. Isn't that fucking wild? He doesn't have any memory of it. He remembers 2000 game NBA Finals. He doesn't remember 2002. How about this one? Clippers Blazers, Saturday, April 11th, 2009. I remember this. We were already eliminated from playoff contention. Brandon Roy was so good, dude. And you know what's crazy? I remember Eric Gordon and B. Roy had crazy dunks in this game. And at the end of the game, Baron Davis was walking out and he chucked his headband and it landed in my hands, like just straight in my hands. It was soaking wet. And I was like, I was like hyperventilating. I was like 10 years old. I was like, I couldn't believe I got Baron Davis's headband. And we put it in a container where we had like, finished food and shit. And the fucking headband fogged up the whole container. But I thought that was a moment. Like I caught BD's headband. That was pretty sick. Let's see what we got here. No, man, it's in reverse order now. They should have been at the bottom of the pile. Shit. I'll tell you what big one I like, though. This is a huge one right here. This is a big one. This is a big one. My first Laker game. And look at this ticket. It's sick. By the way, fuck your e-tickets, man. I miss actually having the ticket stub. Do I still have the headband? I'm pretty sure I do still have the headband, but I don't know if it's his or if it's another generic NBA headband. I remember I let my friend Jack borrow it, and I don't even know if he lost it maybe. It still just looks like a generic white NBA headband, but take a look at this. 0.4 fish, but look at the price of that ticket, by the way. So the Hornets and the Lakers in 2008. Do you know how big of a game this was? This was deciding who gets the 1 seed. Kobe versus Chris Paul late in the season. Did Greg Oden play in that game? Aditya, you got to check that for me. Did Greg Oden play in that game? You got to check. But, dude, this game was so lit. And look at it, the price. $105. $105 for a 107 row 2. Do you know how much, especially when the Lakers are the number 1 seed, do you know how expensive that ticket will be now? At least $300. At least, maybe $400 or $500. I mean, bro, this is fucking vintage. That was a great Laker game, by the way. Kobe in his prime, man. I remember he threw down this reverse dunk. If I had screen sharing, I'd show it to you. Bro, I don't think it's copyright, Phoenix, because I'm in the photo. I'm talking, but like, dude, he had this double pump reverse on the baseline. And I was sitting behind the basket. Oh my God. Crowd went nuts. And he got a Magic Johnson magnet at that game. How about this ticket? 2009 season, Cat Mobley against Miami. Remember, I saw Michael Beasley at this game. I think this was the last time Shaq played. November 29, 2008. Oh, no, Shaq had already been traded. Yeah. Michael Beasley. I remember watching him play there in that game. See, we used to lose all the time, bro. How about this one? This was my first time in a suite. My friend took me to this game. Monday, April 16, 2012. Clippers versus Thunder. Nick Young went off in this game. Like off. It was crazy. It was roaring in there. I remember. It was one of the loud-ass regular season games. He hit corner three after corner three. And then we have Game 4 of the 2012 playoffs. Clippers and Grizzlies. That was a doozy, man. One of my best. That's one of the best games I've ever been to. Probably in my top 5. Went to overtime. Sick. Then I went to the Laker game the next night. I don't know if I have that ticket though, sadly. Then I went to this. Now I got this. The ones I cut out from StubHub. Clippers and Sacramento Kings. Friday of 2012. This is when our December to remember when we were on our crazy winning streak. I think it ended at what, 17 games or 19 games maybe. One of the either 17 or 19. Clippers versus Thunder in 2013. Pretty solid regular season game. It was an ABC Sunday. We lost, though. Classic KD and Russ. I was in the 300 section. Ooh, how about this one? How about this one? This is a special one right here. My first and only Phoenix Suns game. And it says beat LA on it. How whack is that? Look at that. Suns and Kings. They were already eliminated from playoff contention. 104. Game 37. It was dope, though. It's pretty cool. Just every time you go to a new stadium, it's a different experience. So I think that's really cool. Yeah, Odin played 17 minutes. Mike Taylor. Yeah, classic. How about this one? Regular season closer. Clippers versus Portland in 2013 fan appreciation. That was a really fun game. We kicked their ass. I remember the guy made the half-court shot at halftime. The guy that shot it. That was pretty funny. Game 2 of the 2013 playoffs against Memphis. I almost passed out when Chris Paul made that shot over Tony Allen. I literally fell to the floor almost. It was crazy. My dad had to prevent me from falling. Lakers 2013 Game 3. Terrible ticket. Terrible. Without Kobe. Terrible. I've seen the 2000 Suns many times, Mr. E. Many times. At least 3 or 4. Let's see what else we got. It's all paper tickets now. A lot of Dodger tickets. A lot of Dodgers. Dodgers versus Giants. Beach towel giveaway. Dodgers versus Rockies. Adrian Gonzalez bobblehead giveaway. I still have that. Dodgers, Reds. Cincinnati Reds Friday night fireworks. Dodgers, Padres. Kershaw adult replica jersey giveaway. That 2013 season was magical. The Puig season. Then there was Magic Johnson bobblehead giveaway. I still have that one. Dude, NV, I coach kids tomorrow, bro. I'm not trying to go out tonight. You want to go out tomorrow? I'm down to go out tomorrow. Let's go out tomorrow. That's why I said I may not even go live, but I had to go live tonight. I coach kids in the morning. Can't be hungover. One time I showed up to the games with Pedialyte, bro. Not a good look. NLDS. Oh, this is one of my best sporting events I've ever been to. Game 4 NLDS against Atlanta when Juan Uribe hit the home run to send us through, basically, in the 8th inning. Oh, my God. I tried to do my homework after that game. My ears were fucking ringing. It was wild. LA Kings against Calgary Flames. These are the reason I'm not showing you all these. The ones that I'm not showing you are the paper tickets. How about this? Pepperdine Waves. Way back when. Pepperdine versus Houston Baptist. Talk about rare. Clippers and Magic 2014. Ticket showcase. It's still getting deleted, Kyle. NV, get the fuck out of here. Yasiel Puig, fathead. Sorry, Envy. 2014 Clippers Golden State Game 1 playoffs. That was a fun one. Game 2 Golden State playoffs. Game 5, biggest one, Golden State after Sterling situation. That was brutal. And then Game 7. Oh, man, one of my best games I've ever been to. Probably my top 3. Game 7 against the Warriors. Oh, that was an emotional night. How about, the last time a West team beat Steph for Lakers. Game 4, OKC. Comeback, Darren Collison and Jamal Crawford. Shout out to them. This is a ticket from that same game, but I found it on the floor, and I just thought I would keep it in my collection. Game 6, the night we got eliminated by KD. He was getting off on us. Game 6. Angels, Dodgers, 2014 cap giveaway. I think I came late for that. I didn't get a cap. Rockies, Dodgers, fan appreciation day. That's the year we lost in 4 to the Cardinals, 3-1. Ooh, this is a cool ticket right here. Kings, Ducks, Freeway Series, 2014-15 season. Tanner Pearson, Stanley Cup champion Tanner Pearson. Ooh, how about this one? My first ever Wizards game. Wizards, Bulls. That was prime John Wall. Pepperdine versus USF. 2015 versus Spurs game 1. Oh, my God. This is one of my favorite games I've ever been to. Blake Griffin dunking on Aaron Baines, and the crowd was so good. Like, it was a collective feeling that we needed to push it forward. We needed to push it forward. Like, because we knew that they had no chance. You know? (2015) game 2 against the Spurs. That was a great game too. Went to OT, but we lost. JJ Baby Dick missed a wide open 3. Game 5, another great game that we lost. Tim Duncan was getting me so heats. No, there's no rush of nostalgia really. Because I do this a lot. Game 7, second best game I've ever been to. Chris Paul's game winner against San Antonio. That was such a game. Bro, 150 for that is not even that bad for my section. This isn't even my ticket. I found it on the floor, but I went to this game. Game 4 against the Rockets when we went up 3-1. And that was funny story, actually. I didn't want to go to game 6 of the Rockets series. I said we're going to save our tickets for the conference finals. Yeah, I guess I paid for that one. Ooh, how about this? This is pretty rare. Copa America. I'm sorry, Gold Cup. Gold Cup. How about this? Double header. Costa Rica, Jamaica. El Salvador, Canada. At the StubHub Center. That was fun. And then one of the greatest sporting events I've ever been to. Maybe I'll post a vlog if I can find the videos one day. USA-Mexico Championship. The CONCACAF Cup. Whoever wins goes to the Confederations Cup in the Rose Bowl. It was so electric, dude. It was like 60% Mexicans, though. So good. Home opener, 2015-16. Clippers and Mavs. Pepperdine versus Louisiana Lafayette. Pepperdine versus BYU. USC versus Utah. Guess who played in this game? Jordan McLaughlin, Chemezi Metu, Jakob Pertl, Julian Jacobs, and Kuzma. Jakob Pertl was killing Chemezi Metu. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. Jakob Pertl, that's when I knew like he was going to be in the NBA. Dime, show us some gambling tickets. Get the fuck out of here, NBA. For that. Freeway Series in Anaheim. That was an experience. My green screen tweaking every time I do that. Ooh, Blazers Clippers game 1. 2016. We would have won that series easily if it weren't for fucking Blake and Chris getting injured like usual. Game 2. Kick their ass. Game 6. Lost. No Chris or Blake. Copa America. This is classic. They're all like faded too, basically. Colombia, Paraguay, and Brazil, Ecuador. The Colombia game was fun. Brazil, Ecuador was nil. Oh, this one's the big time right here. Look at this. Levi's. Copa America, Chile versus Mexico. 7-0. 7-0. Chile. That was amazing. That's one of the most crazy sporting events I've ever been to, too. Oh, this is a legendary one right here. The Rams' first game back in LA. Rams and Seahawks. Coliseum. How about the second game back in LA? Rams and Bills. Coliseum. Did not feel like we had a football team in LA at that point. Now it really feels like with a new stadium. It really did. NLCS, Cubs and Dodgers, 2016 game 3. We took a 2-1 lead and then proceeded to lose 3 straight. That game was loud. I was in the bleachers. Rams and Dolphins. Tickets messed up by the rain that day. I remember that. The only game I went to in the 16-17 season. Clippers and Nets. Who's greater all time, Russ or Harden? I mean, I love Russ. I'm a little biased, but I think Harden at his peak was better. Diamond, a Chile jersey at that game. How'd you not get jumped? We left early before I got jumped. There was a Mexican guy talking shit because every single time Chile scored a goal, I would fuck with them, bro. I was like, I would do the Chile. Me and Alexander, I would do the Chi, le, viva Chile. Bro, oh my God. June 28th, July. You want to know what was going on? I've never seen such anarchy before. So they turned on their guys so quick. You know how they used to, whenever goalies would take goal kicks for Mexico, they would do the oh puto, and FIFA got them to stop doing it. They started doing it to Ochoa at one point. It was fucking crazy. Started doing it to Ochoa, and they started fighting themselves. There was fights everywhere. I mean, between Mexicans, and there was beers flying from the top. Like things were just flying from the top. It was not safe. That was the only sporting event I've ever left early in my entire life. Ever left early in my entire life. Actually, there was another one added to the list. This Chargers game I went to recently that I didn't even pay for. Actually, no, I did. We didn't stay till the end because my friend had to go to the airport. How about this one? I think it's the second to last Laker regular season game I've been to. Pistons, Lakers. Julius Randle on the ticket. How about that? Yes, prime Alexis Sanchez was something else. He was so good. I was such a big fan. I think Vidal, though, in the game I went to, and Vargas were more impressive. Vidal was dominant. He was so in control of everything. His passing was good. But Vargas, he finished everything. Alexis was just messing around, honestly. It's pretty easy for him. Trying for the Lakers make the finals if we get a finals block at a Laker game. You paying for the ticket, right? I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford that, bro. I don't think my first finals game should be a Laker game. I personally don't think so. Clippers Jazz game 1. Oh. Clippers Jazz game 1. Joe Johnson made a game winner at the buzzer in this game. That was brutal. Game 2. Game 3. Game 5. Game 7. Man City, Real Madrid friendly. My last Laker game I went to before LeBron. Lakers Kings. De'Aaron Fox versus Lonzo. Well, my boy NV, who's in the comments right now. We had such a good deal on those tickets. Oh, this is Chris Paul's return game. This is one of the best regular season games I've ever been to, too. A lot of emotion. Clippers Rockets, 2018. Oh, here we go. To the home stretch. Crystal Palace game. If any of you guys are watching Ted Lasso, this is the stadium in which it takes place, Sellers Park. I was in the first row. So sick. No, well, a couple of reasons why I haven't gone to a Laker game since LeBron came. The first 2 years I was in college, and then the third year there was no fans, and they're way too expensive, bro. Like, I'm not gonna pay $100 to the nosebleeds for a team I'm not even a fan of. I'm sorry, I won't do that. Fulham, one of my prized possessions, my one and only Chelsea ticket. Chelsea, Southampton, Matthew Harding. And then ever since then, it's been all e-tickets, really. Ever since 2020, it's been all e-tickets, so that's all of them. Anyway, that's going to be ended for me tonight, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure to comment, not on this video, but on the one I posted. Please comment on it. Thank you so much. Peace.